on to that fourth place. Franchitti chasing after Montoya now. Can he hold any sort of competitive advantage against Montoya? There's Gilles de Ferran chasing after Greg Moore. And look at Michael Andretti in the background, almost having a go. Oh, there's been an accident. Gugelmin and Carpentier, I think it is, yes. Maurizio Gugelmin, Patrick Carpentier down at turn number 3, and those two will probably bring out another full course caution.
That was the battle for 11th place as they went down into that turn there, and you see there Maurizio Gugelmin extracting himself from the Hollywood Packwares car. Boy, this has been a disappointing season from Maurizio Gugelmin. Testing went well over the winter. He really thought he was going to have a good year again, get back up to speed with that team, but it just hasn't come together, and he's getting oh so frustrated with the way things are going.
Yellows come out again, I'm afraid. It is another full course caution. Here's a replay from the helicopter. Now, can we see this occurring? Look down the bottom of the picture. You'll see it developing. Oh, Gugelmin lost it on his own. Gugelmin lost it, and oh, he rolled over. Gugelmin rolled over. Had no idea about that, of course, but Gugelmin lost it on his own there and collected Carpentier. Look at this. Flicked up onto the top of Carpentier's car, rolls over and into the tyre barrier on the outside. Not a dramatic roll in the terms of high speed, because they scrubbed an awful lot of speed off by that point, but still not a very nice situation for the experienced Brazilian, who I don't know quite what happened to initiate that. Just looked as though he lost control on cold brakes and cold tyres. It's another yellow here in Detroit. So, poor old Maurizio Gugelmin not going out of this race in the sort of style he would have liked. Fairly dramatic, though. Good marks for artistic impression on that one. Patrick Carpentier sadly out of it as well. And when is Patrick going to get a good result? He always seems to be on the verge of it, and it never quite appears to come. We're going to take another look at this, Jeremy, from the overhead shot. Yeah,
it's difficult to see, of course. He's already spinning as he comes into the frame here. Look at the bottom part of the screen. There is Herta trying to get past somebody there, and there is Gugelmin sliding sideways, and Cristiano de Matta to the outside also. He had his brakes locked up as well, and I wonder whether there was some contact with Cristiano de Matta and Maurizio Gugelmin. Certainly as they came past here through 1 and 2, de Matta was right behind Maurizio Gugelmin, who in turn was behind Patrick Carpentier. So tough to say. Well, there could have been some contact between de Matta and Gugelmin to precipitate that spin. Tough to say.
Here's the other angle again, where you see Gugelmin go over on his head and back down onto all four wheels. I think you're right. I mean, when we saw that shot, you just see when they first come into shot, de Matta sort of wiggling over to the left, as if there might have been a little bit of contact between Gugelmin and de Matta. That may be what initiated the spin for Maurizio Gugelmin. And it's just hard. Look at the bottom of your picture. So see, de Matta's car is sliding as well. I think there must have been, unless he was just braking hard to avoid Gugelmin, it was a bit hard to tell, really.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he certainly had some kind of a problem there. He seemed to be on the brakes, and the front wheels were sliding sideways. I think there's suspension damage. It looked like there was some suspension damage on Cristiano de Matta's car, but he did come around again. He lost several positions and came past us under caution there in 16th position.
So Patrick Carpentier is still in the car and reporting that he has got a sore neck. So there are some concerns there. Obviously, it was Gugelmin's car that was on top of Carpentier's car, and the safety crew obviously taking every precaution. Another replay of the accident involving Maurizio Gugelmin and Patrick Carpentier. Gugelmin's car, now take a look at this. Gugelmin's car climbing over the top of Carpentier's car, and it did whack the top of Carpentier's helmet, and Carpentier's still in the car. Let's see if we can see that. Well, it was the back wheel. Oh, look at that. The back wheel of Gugelmin's car right over the cockpit of Patrick Carpentier's car. And there are indications that Patrick Carpentier has got some pain in his neck. We don't know any more than that, I'm afraid, at the moment, but the safety crew doing a fine job down there as ever, and they will take every precaution. Any sign of any pain to the neck area, of course, is always treated extremely carefully, and they will put all of the braces on, even if Patrick seems to be okay. If there's any danger of any damage to his neck, they will be extremely cautious, and that's what they're doing now. But nasty accident, of course. Patrick had nothing to do with it. All he knew all of a sudden was Gugelmin's car climbing over the top.
Yeah, and that's a very scary thing. You know, there's certain angles when there's a car on top of yours that the roll bar really can't protect you from, and that's one of those situations there. Of course, you're strapped extremely tightly into these championship cars. There's no room to juggle yourself around there in the cockpit, and there's another car on top of you. There's absolutely, as I say, absolutely nothing you can do. You just got to wait till the car goes off again, and hopefully Patrick will not be seriously injured in this incident.
Looking at the bottom of the picture again, remember, you see D'Amata's car sliding a little bit as well as they come into shot, almost as if there'd been some sort of contact between D'Amata and Gugelmin as they came in, and then Gugelmin losing it, hitting the back of Carpentier, going over the top, his back wheel in the cockpit virtually of Carpentier's car. The two cars separating, Gugelmin's car rolling over, landing back the right way up, and Carpentier's car spinning to a halt on the grass, which is where it is now, and the safety crew still at work down there. So in the race, 29 laps have been completed. Montoya leads Dario Franchitti, Tracy runs third, Moore in fourth, and Gilles de Ferran is in fifth.